for some goofy shit you did, you know, that means something. That's it. I want to change lives, but not be profound about it. You know, that's why I think Richard Pryor was who he was, and I think George Carlin's who he is. I put them 1 and 2 because I think they both have a righteousness. Because George Carlin's story is heavy, man. He was already a millionaire, and Richard Pryor was already a millionaire, and they just had some. This is wrong. This sucks. Even though they got the millions, but they went down. I mean, their lifestyle went down.
On this journey that you're on, okay, you're not getting the same response as a guy who's an actor. For some reason, they see a stand-up comedian. Here's a guy jacking around or whatever, and you're going in a different direction than maybe even your own audience sees.
Right. It's tough, dude. It's tough because I get a lot of, one of my biggest fan base. It's weird. I've done every genre, you know, a little bit. I think I got a little bit of fans everywhere. And like O&A is one of the biggest parts of my fan base, that core. And then the Web Junk was a big core. And then my HBO special was a big core. So when they collide in a show, it's interesting.
Right.
And I have to kind of mold them into exactly who I am, even though I get the outlet from here. I mean, I'm sure you're different from Ron on Ron and Fez a little bit.
Right.
Like if somebody met you and whatever the catchphrase of the week is, whatever the thing you're doing, and somebody goes, "Oh, Ron!" and you go, "Calm down for a second and let me talk to you."
Right.
And you go, "You're still the same Ron, but you're just not Ron!"
Right.
You just have to calm down.
Right.
And that's what, you know, I kind of try to, you know, collect my. It's almost like drugs, dude. Look, it is.
You're talking to the right guy now.
I'm trying.
Now I'm with you. Now I got you 100%.
I don't mind boutique sales. Like, I don't mind that boutique shit. I can't go out and go, here, buy my CD. And I mean, if you want to find it, I want to make it available. I'm not an asshole, an idiot, but I don't want to go, here's some more. Give me. All I want you to do is just sit there and absorb what I'm trying to do. It's like, but the thing about drugs, what I mean, is like, it's like if I got some really good coke, you know, I don't need every scumbag everywhere to come try to buy my coke. I have a very boutique.
Right.
I don't mind.
It's all the good people.
I don't mind having a boutique audience. I don't mind 100,000 fans that would pay $100 out of their life to fuck with me in any way. That's 10 million, maybe. I don't know. I don't do math, but that's a lot of money. If I just don't let those 100,000 down, I don't need 1 million strangers in my life.
Well, you know, it's kind of interesting that you said that because it wasn't too long ago. I was reading an interview with Ricky Gervais, who I think genius. I think he's brilliant. He's a guy who started The Office in England, then he did extras. And they were asking him about doing comedy in America, New York, and he only mentioned one name of comedians that he admires, and that's Patrice Oneal. And this guy is probably the hottest European comedian.
He's big. I mean, The Office, he's big.
And, I mean, particularly in England, they're standing in line. So people that I would say are funny, and, you know, I'll throw it in with the O&A, too, who I think brilliant minds.
Yeah.
But the people that I tend to think are funny are fans of yours, and so maybe you are chasing that.
Well, I think they feel that it's not, you know, again, saying something's not pretentious is almost pretentious. Saying that I'm not trying to be this is being that. But I fight hard to not have an editing system. I try to fight hard. Like, Ricky Gervais probably got to know me from my time of going to England. Because it was a time where I got essentially thrown out of America, wasn't making money. Club owners, like the dude that owns Arizona Improv, you know, he tries. See, a lot of things in this game is weird. Is they try to give you golden handcuffs all the time, and golden handcuffs is when, like, if you're out of control, somebody just gives you something to control you. So you got nothing, they give you 5 G's, give you something, make you scared of losing 5 G's. And then that's how they beat you into being a slave. So I had a lot of that in terms of getting treated like that in clubs. Like, hey, man, we're going to give you this, but you're going to have to spin in a circle and do this on top of your head and spin it. Nah, nope, I ain't good. So I had to go to England. And And England, man, those cocksuckers over there, they are, dude, because they don't understand that we meaning American comedy, and our thought process is 15 years ahead of them. And I'm serious, and I appreciate Gervais saying, because he's well loved.
Yeah.
But when I went over there, I would fight because they would go, you people, you don't understand irony. And irony to them, irony to us is a shark, when Quint gets eaten by the shark, I guess. Right. That's irony. Shark hunter gets eaten by a shark, whatever. Right. Whatever. Probably a better example.
Sure, but no, I was working for, you're on your way to a point, and I love it. Yeah.
So I know my mind is like, just getting eaten away. I got to get famous soon just so I can cash in on what's left of my brain. But the irony, what they think is irony in England is sarcasm. Like, oh, really? So you did that, huh? Oh. That's irony to them. So I go, that's not irony to us. Irony is different. That's sarcasm, and we get sarcasm here. We just don't think it's the basis of your entire hour on stage, genius. So I went over there, and it was a lot of blah, 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 blah. And I go, look, man, first of all, have you ever been to New York doing comedy? No, I have not. Okay, then I've come over to your shitty country for free and show you, and I'm putting myself out there with an anti-American sentiment. That's racism over there, is America. And it's racist against Americans, dude. They like, poor Yank. And I'm like, whoa, I had to get used to that from the comics. But it took about 5 months of going back and forth and staying in shitty places to for them to go, oh, okay, all right, this guy is not playing around. And I think, I never met him, but I think Ricky might have saw me in those times where I fought through English audiences throwing, it was like, the scene in Blues Brothers?
Yeah.
That's how they act. And so you got to fight them, and then they love you beyond belief. And then after that, but then again, to me, comedically, you can't make it if you're not making it here. I got a call from Showtime to do a special, and I was like, bye, England, that was it.
Right, that's it.
I don't care how much you could make,
Yeah. So you were making good money over there, but you prefer...
Ridiculous. I would have been making money. I wish my career was bottoming out now to go over there, because it's 2-to-1 with the money.
Wow.
Before it was like $1 to $1.30 to $1. Now it's straight up 2. I probably would have not came back like Rich Hall. Rich Hall's a zillionaire. So
he's still over there, right?
He's famous and rich and everything else in England. Everything else. He's big. And if I'd have stayed there, this was 6 years ago when I stopped going. People still remember me from that. I'm very proud. I'll brag about how proud I am of certain things in my career, and about maybe 5 things. One of them is going over to England and getting respect as a comic. I love respect, man.
Well, give me some of the other things that you're proud of.
HBO special, but didn't get that was one of those things I had to fight from being disappointed, just because it was the same kind of feeling I felt back in '98 when I was like, boy, I could really think about killing myself right now. This sucks. And it's not like I was suicidal. It was just, man, do I feel like going through this?
Right.
And HBO, man, because I think I put out what I wanted to. So it almost like that, when that HBO special kind of fell dead or duddish, I got that same disappointment because I was like, man, I thought I gave.
What didn't work for it? I mean, you didn't get the bounce off of it?
I didn't get it. Because what's funny in my career, and this is another thing about this business, there is no market value. You don't get value for who you are. And that's what kills comics. When you see bitter comics, it's because if Michael Jordan scores 30 and Kevin Garnett scores 31, right? And Michael Jordan gets $20 million a year, Kevin Garnett can ask for $20 million a year based on the fact that he scores 31. So I have value compared to my peers and everything else. But it's like I got to watch unnamed assholes making mega money, and there's no karma. There's no there's no one to complain to. I can't walk in the office and go, listen, this hack bought his mother a house. And I got to stand there and look at this dude. And a lot of dudes and people I never got along with are people that let this business qualify who they are. I'm at this level, Patrice, so I can now, like when I was here, I didn't talk to you, but now Comedy Central has put me here. Now I'm here with you. No, you're not. I don't care if God gave you a deal where you get half the world. You ain't me. I told my girl that one time. I buy my girls diamonds and shit. I buy my girls diamonds. I get my girl nice